Oh, can you believe that it's already July? It's July. I mean, this year is just going so fast, isn't it? Let me shift myself. There we go. Over the weekend, my son was with his dad, so I took the opportunity to start getting ready for our summer holiday, because in 3 weeks' time, the summer holidays are going to start here in the UK, and a lot of people are going to be going on holiday. This year it was supposed to be a family holiday to Butlins, and now it's just me and my son, or my son and I, however you want to talk English. My son and I is the correct way, isn't it? Yeah, my son and I. So we are now going to Butlins on our own. I think my brother and his girls are still going, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just assuming that I'm going to be going on my own with my little boy. I then got out my packing list to start getting ready for the holiday and start making sure that I've got all the lists that I need to be able to pack the right things. I've also written a blog about it. My blog is going to be launched in the next month or so, so do keep an eye out for a video where I launch my new blog, and all the stuff that I talk about is actually going to be in a blog for you to read if you wanted to. So very excited about that. I've also got a podcast starting as well, so lots going on in the works at the moment, lots of exciting stuff for Solo Mum to One. Anyway, I'm digressing like I always do. My name is Rachel, I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk tips, tricks, do food hauls. Christmas is coming up. If you're a Christmas person, like and subscribe to my channel because you're going to love it. And today I thought I would just talk through all my lists that I make when I start packing for a holiday, and then I want to check that obviously my lists are still working. So in a few weeks I will be doing a packing video, so if you want to see that, then again don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. So I've got my laptop by the side of me. If you see a bright light keep coming up, because I don't remember stuff anymore. I'm getting old. The brain just doesn't have the energy to store lots of information, and it just wants peace and quiet most of the time anyway. So let's get into my list for packing. The first list is obviously the biggest list, which is clothing, isn't it? So clothing takes up a lot of space in the suitcase, and it's the one thing that we all need. We all need to take clothes with us. So I used to write this huge long list of everything that I need to take, and I used to get so overwhelmed and so stressed that I ended up packing 3 or 4 times because I kept thinking I'd forget it. And then I started actually breaking down my clothing into different categories, and then when I packed I would lay it all out on the bed in those separate categories, and that really helped me. So I'm going to quickly break down those categories for you now. And now, as I said, I can't remember stuff, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it off my laptop. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so first thing is daily wear. So this is your tops, the bottoms, dresses, skirts, jeans, shorts, all those kind of things. No, basic daily wear that we have. So I take a selection of things, mainly leggings, and then I either put dresses with it or tops of it. But obviously I've got my son to do as well. So I will use my bed for my clothes and my son's bed for my son's clothes, and then I'll put them all in the same suitcase, hopefully. The next thing would then be outerwear. So this is like coats and sweatshirts and hoodies and cardigans and jackets and all that. Because you never know with the British weather what the hell's going to happen next, do we? We never know. It always says that it could be heat wave and bright sunshine, and you get up the next day and it's pouring down with rain. So when you are doing a holiday in England, you need to take clothes for all weathers, because you never know what the British weather is going to do. So making sure that you have outwear. Now if it is a summer holiday, I usually put that in a separate bag, apart from a few cardigans and hoodies. But if I'm taking big coats or anything like that, I take it in a separate bag and I leave it in my car, so that I don't have to carry it around with me, and it's not just sat in the room or the hotel doing nothing really. So if I'm taking my car, I will leave it in my car. So the next thing then would be my nightwear. So my pajamas, whether I've got short pajamas or I've got trousers, or if I'm wearing night shirts, if I want to take my dressing gown. Obviously I've got to do the same for my boy. So I pack all the nightwear stuff. Now usually I only pack 2 sets of pajamas, and that's all I wear over the holiday, because I'm only going for 4 nights. So I always take 2 in case my son or I spill something down myself or anything else. Then I've always got a spare pair of pajamas too. Sleepwear is the next category. The next is underwear, which is pretty self-explanatory really, isn't it? So that's just underwear. but I always take too much, always do. I'll only take a couple of bras and I'll wear them again because I don't really get that sweaty. Obviously I change my undies every single day, sometimes twice a day. If I spent the whole day in the park in Butlins and I feel a bit sticky and icky and I just want to shower and freshen up before the evening starts, then obviously I'll change all my underwear and stuff as well. So, but I always take too many and I don't know why. And it also includes my son's underwear as well. The next one is socks and hoistery. So my socks, trainer socks, my boys' socks, tights if I wanted to wear any tights or stockings. I mean, I don't wear stockings. I feel too old to wear stockings and I can't be bothered with them. But if it was a bit chilly but I wanted to wear a skirt or a dress and I didn't want to wear leggings with it, then I would wear some tan tights or some thin black tights or something. So I would take that with it as well, which I probably won't. I'll just wear leggings. It's not a formal place, is it, Butlins? It's just a fun park for kids. Next would be shoes. So casual shoes, dress shoes, trainers, sandals, wedges. I also include in this flip-flops and sliders if we are going swimming, and I always put sliders in for my son and I because I don't really like walking on the swimming side. You know, it's quite gross, isn't it, really? Or even that's fine. Even if you can't really get away with that. You have to walk along the side of the pool. But going from the side of the pool back into the changing rooms where it's pretty gross, I like to wear sliders. So I will pack the sliders in with all our shoes. Which then leads me on to our swimwear. So obviously swimming shorts for my boy. If you haven't watched my safety video for kids, and I'll link it in the description box below. But just quickly, not to put them in blue swimwear, but to put them in bright coloured swimwear. So my son has lime green, so I can easily see him if I need to. And obviously swimsuit for me. I've only got one, but I think I might need to buy another one because I think my son wants to go swimming twice. So I think I might have to buy another swimsuit as well. But we will see. And including that then would obviously be my boys. It'd be goggles, it would be swimming towels, because I like to keep them separate to my other towels if I want to take them. And cover-ups. Like my son doesn't really need a cover-up, but me getting on, I prefer a cover-up when I come out of the pool. So I need to pack all of that stuff as well. Next would be accessories. So belts, scarves, jewellery, hats, gloves, depending on what time of season you're going and where you're going, whether you need winter clothes or summer clothes. But accessories would be the next thing for me. So having a summer holiday, it'll be my sunglasses, it'll be my jewellery, it'll be some like little handbags or little tiny rucksacks or something that I'm going to need to carry things around the park with me. And then the final category in the clothing category is any special clothes that you might need. So is it any formal wear? Are you going on a cruise where there's like a formal evening that you need to dress up for? Do you need sports kit? Are you going to go to a gym, or are you going to go to an adventure park where you need to be a bit more sporty? So any other special clothing that you might need to take with you also goes in my list. And this time I don't really need anything for myself. My son will always be in trainers anyway most of the day and shorts, so he can play football and archery and laser tag and all that in what he's wearing. A quick tip to make your packing smaller would be to double up on different outfits. So if you can wear, like this is a dress, but I always put it with leggings, but I could also tuck it into jeans and wear it as a top. So a bit more versatile. So it saves on the actual packing that I need to do. I get more space if I double up on things and wear things more than once. The next is our toiletries. And again, I split these into categories as well because it makes it a lot easier for me. Because honestly, I had like an A3 pad and it just had list upon list upon list of stuff that I needed. But by categorizing it, made it so much easier for me to start packing things a lot more quicker. So obviously I have my personal hygiene stuff, which is my toothpaste, my toothbrush, floss, mouthwash, all those kind of things. Obviously I need my deodorant and my perfume, and I need any feminine products if I need it. By my dates I shouldn't, but it's always best to take them just in case, because you're never sure when Mother Nature's coming in, do you? Next would be my hair. So it would be like my shampoo and my conditioner, my hair dryers, my hairbrush. If you have straighteners, then straighteners. I don't straighten my hair. My hair is, this is my natural hair. It's just straight, so I don't really straighten my hair, I just dry it. So packing all my hair stuff, and then packing all my skincare, so all the stuff I use for my skincare, so my cleanser, my toner, my face wash, my exfoliating, my night cream, my day cream, etc. You know, your basic skincare stuff. I do try and get things in small bottles if I can to save room on the packing, but if I can't, then I have to find room for the big bottles. Then I've got my cosmetic stuff, so like my makeup, and obviously I would take a razor with me and some shaving cream with me and all those other things that you are going to need, some more cosmetic items. And obviously any medication or vitamins that I take. So my son takes a vitamin every day and I take 3 or 4 vitamins every single day, and I am on some medication, so I will pack that. And now I have these little sweet boxes, and it's got 6 little compartments, and I fill them up with exactly the amount that I'm going to need for the amount of time I'm going to be away. So I'm going to pack all of those away rather than take all the bottles or put them in bags. I put them in these little tiny containers, and they're really easy to tell apart, so I just pop them in there and then that just slides into my bag. It's much easier to have it that way. Obviously, if you've got small children, then you need to take any medication for them as well. You'll need nappies, and you'll need nappy bags, and you'll need all their toiletry stuff and their bottles and all that kind of stuff. So if I had a baby again, which I don't, I would probably have a whole separate list for the stuff that I would need for a baby, because there's a lot more that you need to take if you've just got children. Children, you know, a little bit easier on the packing side. When you've got babies, it's like packing up your whole house. Okay, next is the one that gives me the most anxiety, and I check it over and over again, is all my documents. So first of all, I always make sure I have IDs. I have my driving license or I have my passport with me. No matter what holiday I go on, whether it's a holiday in the UK or holiday abroad, I always have identification on me anyway. I always have the travel documents as well, like our hotel reservations. If I've done any extra booking, I can print it out, and I'll print that out as well to make sure that I've got it. I don't need it most of the time, like 95% of the time I don't need it, but just for my anxiety, it's always good to have it printed out. If you're going to a different country, then obviously you'll need your boarding passes and your tickets. I also take an itinerary of everything that we're going to be doing over the whole trip that we are on, especially a place like Butlins where you have to book in events and you have to book in different things way in advance before you go. So I always have an itinerary of what we're doing. I stick that up on the fridge when we get to the actual room so that my son and I can see what we've got planned that day. I also take any health documents that I might need to take with me just in case anything was to happen. I take my obviously my financials, take my credit card, take my debit card, I take cash with me as well. And if you're going abroad and you need to take traveller's check, then take that. Make sure you've got cash in the currency of the country you're going in as well as paying on card. I always feel it's best to take a little bit of cash just to be on the safe side. So making sure that you've got all of that, and this goes in a whole different folder for me. I don't just pop it in the bag, I put it in a whole folder and it's all divided and separated. It's very organized, but it's something that I need to do to put my own mind at rest, that I know everything is there. And I do check this one over and over again right until I'm actually like driving off because I check it while I'm in the car and just make sure that I've got everything. And the final thing I do with my documents is I have a list of emergency contact numbers. So if anything was to happen to me when I'm abroad, then they can get hold of my mum or my dad or my dad's wife or my brother, or their names and list of contact numbers will be in my room so that people can reach them if they need to. Okay, next is electronics. We all need electronics, right? Like, you can't go on holiday these days without taking some kind of electronics. So the things that I take is obviously my phone, and I take all the chargers I need for everything. So I usually put my phone, my charger, my tablet, my charger. I have a power bank for my phone for the day out as well as driving, because I use Google Maps on my phone for driving. So I have a power bank, so I have that and the charger. So I make sure that everything I'm taking, I've got the chargers with it. I make sure that I'm taking stuff for my son. So I do take 2 tablets, I think I take my phone with me. My son has a DVD player, so I take that with some DVDs, which he watches in the car as we're driving down there. Because when we go to Butlins, it's a good 2.5 to 3 hour drive for us. So it's quite a way for a little one to be sat in the car. He'll probably sleep most of the way anyway, but when he doesn't, I put on a DVD for him, so at least that's an hour and a half, and by the time that's finished, we're having a break and then I can swap the DVD over. And then when we leave, we always leave super early in the morning to get back, and again, he will probably sleep on the way back home, but if he doesn't, then I've got DVD players again, which I can just pull over and stop if I need to, and he can I can keep switching the DVD player if I need that. So I do take all of that with me, and when I'm packing, I make sure I have the actual electronic, and then I put the charger next to it so I know exactly what charger it is. Then I put everything in separate bags and then put that in a bag, apart from my phone because I need it for Google Maps, and a DVD player because I need that too. Obviously everything's our laptops as well, so I'm thinking of taking my laptop this time to do a little bit of work because I'm always up early than my son is anyway, so I thought while he's sleeping I can do a little bit of work and like edit the videos that I'm going to be making in Butlins. I also take my son's game console with me, which I obviously hide in the room that I'm in because he likes to play that if I'm in the shower and getting ready, or like especially if we've gone back after swimming and I'm having a shower, I give him the Switch and he'll just play on the Switch as well while I'm having a shower. Again, the last thing I always take is my headphones or earbuds. I still got old school headphones with the wire. I haven't got earbuds yet. I still got that, so that if I'm up late at night or if I'm up early in the morning working, I can put my headphones in. I'm not going to wake up my son. And obviously if you're going abroad, making sure you've got any travel adapters or anything else that you may need. Which leads me nicely into the next one, which is entertainment. Now obviously we're going to Butlins, or we're going on, or if you're going on holiday somewhere else with kids, there's going to be some kind of entertainment there, so you're not going to have to entertain them a lot on your own. But while you're getting ready in the morning, or you're settling down in the evening, or you've gone back to have a rest, you might just want a little bit of downtime, a little bit of entertainment. So that's why my son's got his DVD player, but I also download stuff on the tablets as well. But we do get some Wi-Fi, so we should be okay watching a few episodes of Bluey or something on our tablets. And when my son goes to sleep, if he's asleep before me, then I can watch something as well. I'm also going to be taking some books with me, and taking the games with me as well, so I can play on the Switch if my son's asleep. And we're also going to be taking some games with us as well, some travel sized games too, just to pass the time really if we need to at any point. I also take a few toys for my son, but I took way too many toys last year, so it would just be 1 or 2 toys that you can have in the room. We're slowly coming out of the whole toy thing, but he's massively into Pokemon, if you didn't know by now, because I go on about it a lot, so probably take some Pokemon toys for him. And obviously you've got to have your music playlist, haven't you? You've got to have your music playlist. I've got a speaker that connects to my phone so that I can just put some music on my phone. It connects to speaker so we can all hear it, and it's a little bit louder than it is on the phone. It's only a speaker about this big, so it's not very big, but again, when you watch the packing video, you're going to be able to see that. And we're almost there. The next one is all things miscellaneous that you might need. Things that don't really fit into any other category, but you still need to take it. So with our holiday, we need to take towels with us. We need to take towels for swimming and towels to have showers with and baths with and stuff. I think last time I remember, the room that we were in didn't have a bath, it was just a stand-in shower. So we need to make sure that I've got plenty of towels for that. I know they supply us with 1 towel each, but obviously we're there for 4 days. I'm not going to use the same towel for 4 days, and we're going to need towels for swimming as well. But these miscellaneous things could be some extra blankets, there could be a travel pillow, your snacks and your drinks. I am going to do another video on snacks and drinks that I'm going to be taking while I'm traveling. Reusable water bottles, because it is so expensive to buy bottles, but reusable water bottles are really good. Or just buying like packets of water and taking that with you. I love doing that, but I'd probably buy that there. I know it's more expensive, but that's a lot of weight to carry in my car, so I probably would just buy extra water while I'm there. Obviously, if you're going away, if you're going to a different country, travel guides and maps could be really good to pack with you as well. Notepads, pens, sunglasses, umbrellas, raincoats, any extra children's items that you might feel that you need to take with you. Every child's different, so they might just want that something that's a bit more comforting, like a teddy that they have at night, or they might want their own pillow to sleep on at night to help them sleep better. And the final category is any special things that you might need to take. Now, we don't need to take any special things things this time on this trip. We might next year because we're going on a Disney cruise. But say if you're going on a sporting holiday, like if you're going snowboarding or skiing, obviously you're going to have to take special items, aren't you? My ex was a huge snowboarder, so he would take his snowboard and goggles and all this kit that he would need to take. No, not for me. Not for me. Snowboarding or Disney, I'm a Disney girl through and through. But also, if you want to take your pet on a holiday, if you're going on a holiday where you can take animals, then you're going to need to take all the stuff for your pets, like toys and food and drink bowls, towels and a pet bed and all those other things that you might need to take for a pet. If you're going camping, obviously you need certain stuff for camping, like a tent and other bits and pieces. Never been camping, rather stay in a hotel than go camping. Camping's not my thing, no. And if you are going on any special trips like that, then obviously you're going to need to pack accordingly for that. So those are my 7 categories that I have. Am I missing any? Let me know in the comments below. Has it helped you at all? If it has, do let me know, because I will start doing more of these helpful videos that's going to give you some more ideas and packing and safety and all that kind of stuff. We are going to Butlins in August, so I am going to be doing a pack with me video. Well, next month now, because it's July, so next month I will do a pack with me. So putting all this into practice and actually take you along with me and show you how I do it. So thank you so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're not new here but yet to subscribe, then please consider doing so. And if you have subscribed, liked, shared or commented, then thank you so much for your continued support. Don't forget to join me over in my Facebook group, Solo Mum to One, or on Instagram. I'm not on there often. I struggle with Instagram, but on Facebook I do post in there every single day. I hope whenever you're watching this, you are having a good morning, good day or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.